to make a quick prediction video about the upcoming fight between James Degale and Andre Dirrell. James Degale is a Olympic gold medalist, and Andre Dirrell is a Olympic silver medalist. Both of these two fighters are a few of my favorite fighters in the super middleweight division. That's why I'm upset this fight is happening, although I like the fight at the same time. I'm gonna come out clean and say that I'm picking James Degale to win in decisive and spectacular fashion, or convincingly, one of the three, whichever one you think is good. I'm picking him because I don't see how Dirrell was supposed to prepare for this fight. I mean, James Degale has a very awkward style. He throws punches from awkward angles. You can't even see them coming. If you try to fight him on the inside, you're not gonna have any luck at all. I mean, none at all. And if you're gonna try to fight him on the outside, George Groves tried that. It didn't really work out well for him. And the interesting thing about that fight was George Groves was on his game that entire fight, and that fight was still close. And that says a lot about Degale's skill level. Both of these guys, in my opinion, are undefeated. I did not think that Degale lost that fight to Groves at all. I had him up by 2-3 rounds. And Dirrell versus Froch, that was a blatant robbery. But all I'm saying is this: there's a reason why Froch is ducking Degale. That's why he vacated his title. He wanted no piece of Degale. And this is oddly a win-win situation for Carl Froch. But even if Degale wins, and as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he said this, I don't think he's going to fight Degale even if he wins. He knows what happens in that fight. And the thing that scares me the most about this fight for Dirrell is that I was listening to some of the press conference, the post press conference and the post weigh-in interviews, and he's saying stuff like, Carl Froch is more awkward than James Degale. Carl Froch is a better fighter than James Degale. Carl Froch is a more skilled fighter than James Degale, and he's also claiming that he's seen the style of British fighters, and he's saying that James Degale has the same exact style as most of the British fighters. What film is he even watching? I hope it's not the film I'm watching, because if he got that from the film that we all have access to, I'm really afraid for this guy. Because if you go, I mean, I don't know if he's saying that to make himself feel better, or I don't know. I mean, that's a real red flag, man. I mean, that's a real red flag for me, man. Okay. See, the thing about Chunky is that he is a master of angles. The guy knows how to take away your best attributes and find you and destroy you. He's good at cutting out the ring. He's good at fighting backwards. His lateral movement is very good. I mean, and you've seen his last couple of knockouts. I mean, the Brandon Gonzalez knockout, it looked like something off of a movie. And that was 100% real. I put him in the same bracket, or I guess in the same group, as a Manny Pacquiao and Sergio Martinez type figure, in the sense that all of these three guys are just super awkward. Very awkward. That's why they win their fights. I'm not saying that Manny Pacquiao and Sergio Martinez are not skilled. They're definitely skilled. I mean, obviously they're skilled. But what I'm saying is that is one huge factor in the whole picture. I mean, the real picture of both of those guys is that you just don't know how to prepare for them. I mean, what are you supposed to do? And it's the same thing for Degale. I don't think in amateur or pro experience for Dirrell he's seen anything like Degale at all. And that's why I am picking him to win this fight. That state of shock, what everybody likes to call the Manny Pacquiao shock, is what I think is going to happen with Dirrell. I think the first couple rounds, Degale's going to be sitting back trying to figure out the angle, see what Dirrell wants to do. And once Dirrell starts trying to attack him, he's going to realize that Degale is harder to hit than he thinks. And while he's harder to hit than he thinks, Degale's going to be landing some heavy shots. And I guess the most scariest part, in my opinion, with Degale is not only the fact that he's awkward, he is a concussive puncher. That guy can punch. And just imagine weird shots with power. Case in point, if you want to see a good example of a weird shot with power, why don't you watch Peter Quillen versus Winky Wright, the only knockdown in that fight. Peter Quillen threw that right hand all the way from the back, from his back, reaching all the way to Winky Wright. It connected on the chin. I'm like, you look at the punch, you're like, how's this punch going to even have power? And Winky Wright's just on the floor. You're like, what in the world just happened? And that's what James Degale is comprised of. And I hope that after this win, James Degale's trainer, because we keep on throwing around great trainers, this and that and this. I hope James Degale's trainer gets credit for what he's done. James Degale is a very awkward style, and for someone to be able to see this style and evolve this style to what it is today, he needs all the credit in the world and more. So I believe he deserves credit, and I also hope that James Degale finally gets his just due. he knocked out Brandon Gonzalez. The guy literally, I mean, it was weird because during the build up, they're like, oh, good fight. This is a very tough fight. This is a real 50-50 fight. Blah, 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 this and that. And when Degale goes out there and destroys him, no one says nothing. They kind of just, oh, yeah, James Degale beat him. So what? Let's just sweep it under the rug. That's what it sounded like to me. That's what it looked like to me. And last time I checked, Brandon Gonzalez was giving Thomas Ustaz in the fight of his life. And Parabon, I mean, that was another very good one that he got no credit for. Parabon knocked out Jalen Love. You know, that, go watch the fight again. I mean, the ref gave Jalen Love like a 15, damn near 20 count. I mean, are you kidding me, man? And you saw him fight Sakubika for the WBC title. That fight was close, real close. And James Degale just goes out there and takes him out in 3 rounds. Like he's nothing. Like he wasn't the good fighter that he is. Like he wasn't the same person that was giving Baidu Jack all the problems in the world. And by the way, just want to throw that out there. Baidu Jack is the current WBC super middleweight champion of the world. Just want to throw that out there very quickly. And yeah, and lastly, I really hope we as fans finally get to see the fight that we want to see. I'm sick of everyone keep on saying that Andre Ward needs to move up and he has no competition at 168. Every time I hear that, the first name that comes to mind is James Degale. He did not fight him. James Degale's awkward style, and now, since now, Andre Ward's camp knows about James Degale. They see James Degale absolutely destroy Brandon Gonzalez, so they know about him. This isn't no George Groves where you never seen him in person. You know he looked like a trainer. Know what he looked like. No. You know him. They know him. I want to see that fight. A lot of people want to see that fight. If Andre Ward beats him, then I think it might make sense to move up. But, you know, you can't just sit there and say he has no competition, man. He didn't fight James Degale. Please show me somebody that has a style that's similar to James Degale. Apparently, according to Ambrose Mendy, he said that the fight was made between Degale and Ward, but Ward pulled out for whatever reason. I don't know how true that is. And I'm not sure I'm telling you the completely right story, but if you're looking for the interview, it was during the time of the James Degale Marco Paragon fight. So to conclude this video, I believe that James Degale is about to make history for Britain to be the first gold medalist to ever win a major world title. And sign out, folks.